Warning. Brightside Masks RPG contains content that is not suitable for younger audiences and might be triggering to some, including strong language, violence and gore, and mature and sensitive topics. I think I know who's to blame for that. Come on, Toby. I'm going to save you.
Toby, it is really early in the morning. You can just barely see the sun rising outside the window as you're being pinned against your fridge in the kitchen with this crumbled version of a hero just sort of pinning you down and demanding that you leave with her. No further explanation. She takes another menacing step forward.
All right. Hi. So Golden Light, yeah. Hi. Okay. Wait. So, didn't you have a comic? You had Golden Girls, right? That's
Had.
cool.
Yes.
Cool. So, where are your friends? Are you alone in this? Are you alone in doing what you're doing? Because that's really not the smartest thing to do right now.
I'm aware. And I've been alone for a while, so don't worry. I know exactly what I'm getting myself into.
Really
Look,
don't think
you
I don't think you're thinking this through.
I have been thinking this through. Trust me. I know this is a lot to take in, and I'm sorry if I'm scaring you. The media's been... The media's not on my side. I'm not gonna hurt you. I have no intention to hurt you. I just want to save you.
I'm more concerned about you at this moment because why are you here?
Because I finally figured it out! You're the missing puzzle piece. Do you know about Promise?
She's like one of the... She was one of the Golden Girls. Until they canceled your series.
Until she died.
Oh. Shit.
She's dead. And I seem to be the only one that remembers that for some reason. And that's another thing. But aside from that, something else happened that day. Everybody knows something happened that day, but there's so much happened that day. And Toby, a child, a meta-human child went missing. And I'm the only one that knows that, and I think that child is you.
What? How long ago was that?
It lines up. You're the right age. You've got some of the description. I'm fairly certain it's you. I'm the only one that knows. The whole reason why Mie and Promise and Oriole even went after whoever did this. The only reason we went out there was because there was a kid in danger. A kid who had an extreme power. They fell into the wrong hands and no one's been able to uncover this, and I'm the only one that knows. Okay. And you're in danger. If anybody else finds that out, they're gonna try and use you too, and...
I'm kind of already in that situation.
I'm aware.
But the two that you were going against here by taking this child back are kind of on the other side of this wall right here. And they have security cameras in here and stuff. So literally, if you just go, I'll say I'll fucking run with inventions and stuff.
Oh god.
Or I'll say I was using my powers. I'll say it's this is just me practicing or something. You can just go because I really think it's for the best. You just go and stuff. I just need to be here.
Listen,
I gotta get to school.
No. You're gonna be a great hero, and you should have never been roped up into this mess. And you're gonna get out of this, and I'm going to be the one that saves you, even if I go down in flames, if Golden Light goes down in flames, whatever. I need to do what's right. It's what Promise wanted. It was the last thing she wanted.
Okay, whoa. Okay, we don't. That sounds bad. I don't think I'm who you're looking for because this is kind of a different situation. I mean, I don't really know who birthed me or really where I was adopted from or anything. But
Interesting that your parents wouldn't tell you that information. I believe you're old enough to know that. Don't you think there's something strange going on? Don't you think this is unfair? Don't you want a chance to just move on? I'm trying to give you a chance. I'm risking everything to give you a chance. I know you're good. I want you to be good. She extends her hand.
You know I'm good?
I've seen you in the newspaper.
Okay, first of all, that one wasn't me, but
no, that recent one was very confusing, and that's exactly why I had to make my move now, before you turn out like them.
So you know about them? Are you saying they're connected to Promise's death?
I 100% believe they're responsible. Doesn't one of them have memory manipulation?
Huh.
And it's funny how I'm the only one that remembers all of a sudden.
But why would they make the one person who could do something about that?
To drive me crazy, to finally take me out. If I finally, I don't know, if I just lose it, you know.
If they wanted to take you out, you'd probably be dead by now, honestly.
No, that's too easy. No, that's too easy. I know how villains work. They want me to live through this hell.
I'm pretty sure I know how villains work too, and to be honest, I don't think you're.
No, your version of villains is very warped because you were raised by them, and if they are really watching, we need to go now.
Although I could just run.
I have a safe place for you.
I just get to up and leave, huh? Like
if that's what you want.
Get out.
But I
don't
want to make you.
Do you think we could go to like another city or something? Do you think we could like legit just get out of here? Because honestly, I mean, it's hard enough being in their shadow. If you believe in me, I mean, it wouldn't be so bad to run away. Well, don't get me wrong. I want to get out of here. I want nothing more than my family to stop being in the way of what I want, because I've always wanted to be a hero and stuff, and I've already suffered for that. You see my eye patch? But I can't really leave either, because I kind of have people here and stuff. Like, if I have friends. I have friends at school. I've got people I care about here. This situation that I'm in is precarious, but it's still okay. And I want to be there for the people who would be there for me. And this kind of just throws everything out. I don't think I can go with you. I'm sorry.
You notice when you were speaking, she has a very sad smile. Like, she understands, but she just sort of, like, wobbles back a little bit and shakes her head. I was afraid you were going to say that.
We don't have to do anything like this. Okay, look, like...
No, I've worked too hard for this. No. And you're just...
Okay, then...
You're just delusional.
No, I don't think I'm the one who's delusional here, because I've never heard of any of this stuff.
She's taking an offensive stance. Like, she's ready to actually fight for this. That's how much she believes in this.
Oh, shit. I can't take a mentally unstable golden eye. I think I have to like, wake up my dad somehow. I want to unleash my powers to make, like, 5 or 6 Tobes. Just, like, confuse her by, like, putting, like, a bunch of me.
Okay. Hey!
Aha!
Aha! On a 7 to 9, you can mark a condition, or I'll tell you how the effect is unstable or temporary.
You know, I think I'll take that condition.
What you gonna mark? I can only imagine.
I'm gonna mark afraid.
Yeah, I'm sure, okay.
I kind of pin myself up, like, against the actual sink and stuff, and then I just kind of stare at her, and I'm like, this can't go down like this. So I shake my head, and then I stare at her, and then, like, my eye glows one more time, and, like, literally, like, I point at her. I mean, like, I'm literally just picturing Power Ranger style.
Oh!
Just, like, 5 Tobes just, like, appear.
So, yeah, she definitely is, like, she's looking around like, oh, yeah, she's seen something like this before, but now she's not stable. So it's gonna be actually pretty hard for her to tell the difference.
Oh,
so
God.
She gently lifts off the ground, sort of like all of her skin turns pure white, like a light bulb, and she just lights up, has these light flares around her fists. Yeah, she aims in this general area, just hoping to knock out as many as she can, knocking through a couple of those. So she's got that occupied right now, so you have a chance. What do you do?
Me and my other Tobe, we're just gonna run for the door. Just booking it over there.
Oh, okay. After she's done being distracted, looks over, sees y'all heading for the doors, and she sort of, like, pulls. Like, she makes a motion that she pulls and puts, like, these light barricades around the doors so you can't leave. Floating in the center of the room, she sort of demands, you don't have to run! You know I'm trying to help you and you know what's right. Just come with me.
I know what's
now.
I don't think you know what's right. This is a kidnapping. This isn't cool. This isn't good.
Yeah, at that point, you finally got their attention. Door finally bursts down. These 2 bozos come in. She looks even more not right. You see the 2 villains not even pay attention to you in any way. They're trying to ignore you. Enigma floats over this way. Looks over his shoulder and says, oh, neighbor, is this young lady giving you trouble? This ends now. And he flicks a switch.
Oh, shit.
Golden Light's, like, kind of backing up at this point. It's 2 against 1. One very unstable metahuman. Enigma looks behind you and says, neighbor, make sure you take the elevator. The stairs are out of order.
Oh. Yeah, he would run. Yeah, he just runs into the next room. He takes his twin Tobe and go. He goes into the next room, but he kind of like closes the door behind him and listens while it continues. Like he's just kind of there.
Kill switch switches it on. You see the whole room kind of shifts. There's like an intense heat around the room. You see Enigma like kind of goofily like scoot up higher to the air like ah, because like it is really hot.
You made the floor lava?
Definitely got some lava-ish, bomb-ish things planned. And he definitely tosses it Golden Light's way. But she is lightning fast. She is lightning fast when it comes to flying. She immediately just charges right at him, and they collide, and it is like boom! And there is like crazy hero glowing fist to fist with him just standing there taking that. Like he's pretty strong. That's when Enigma tag teams and sort of chuckles to himself and throws these strange sort of like smoke bomb things. Catch, hero! The little bombs go and Golden Light. She looks like she's really trying to hold her breath. Eventually, she can't stand it, and she has to breathe. The room is filled with smoke, it is hot, everything is not good in here. And eventually, when she takes that breath, she just starts choking, and she is even more hysterical. She's gonna mark a condition. Enigma's power is to invoke fear, and she's already terrified, so that's definitely actually marking afraid. Through choking, she's just like, stop! I know you're responsible for Promise's death! You can't protect him anymore! He's not yours to begin with! These two take steps back. They look pretty messed up over that. Killswitch looks at Enigma, and he sort of mutters like, she thinks we killed Promise. Enigma nods slowly and says, interesting. And he sort of like stands up tall, hands behind his back, and sort of walks over, in the air, of course. So, what evidence do you have? And he like points his hand. Golden Light, spills all the details she knows about the missing child, about the memory manipulation, and specifically at that point, she gets real close to Enigma and says, I know what's in that messed up head of yours! And I know you would do something like this just to cover up your precious name. I know this is all your fault. I have spent years trying to figure it out, and oh, now I know. Now I know. And you're scared. That kid doesn't belong to you. That kid doesn't need to be a villain. That kid is a hero. Enigma and Killswitch take a condition. They're hurt by that. They don't want to hear that, but it's true.
I look at myself. And I'm like, all right, you know what? She's right. We're a fucking hero. Yeah, we are. Okay, so what do we do about this? I don't know, man. We just have to make them stop. Okay, then how do we make them stop? Okay, what are they focused on? Each other. No, wait. What are they all protecting? She wants me. They want me. What if
Your bomb go off. Boom! The whole freaking apartment shakes.
I run back in. I just
right now? Okay, great. Killswitch is getting freaking choke slammed against the wall.
Is Golden Light like? She's like bright, but is she like?
You can't look at her.
Hot to the touch?
It's like if you looked at the sun. There is like a small amount of heat, but the room is already pretty hot from Killswitch's stuff. Which as soon as like he like gets kind of choked into the wall, it sort of goes boom and like it kind of dies down.
Can I like grab her by the arm and like just try and drag her out to like the porch or something just to physically remove her from...
I mean, yeah, I would say provoke, which is plus superior. Whoa, damn! Oh you're in it to win it! Oh yeah, she does exactly what you want then.
Please, like they're not even the guys that you want. We don't have evidence. This is just, we can talk this out or something. Please just come with me. Away from them now.
At that, she like lets go of him and like, I don't like the way I'm gonna word this, but this is the only way I could word this. It goes from you holding onto her arm very quickly to her holding onto your arm.
Oh shit.
And she just sort of is pulling you this way. And Enigma, luckily, who could also fly, sort of halts right out here and he's just like, I don't believe you're going anywhere. And he starts casting out these big spooky clouds from behind him, and he's just like, you're going to have to get through me. Golden Light just sort of like standing offensively in front of you, like she's definitely ready to protect you. She casts out some light at him, and he's dodging, and there's like this whole fight going on as you're being kind of grappled. Kill Switch is just in the corner, like
Enigma, you just, I guess I make one last attempt to try and reason with her. Look, it's okay. It's not their fault. It's not your fault. I don't know what happened to Promise, but I don't think anyone here did anything to you don't have to feel bad about it. And they didn't do anything about it. I swear.
You don't have to roll for that. She doesn't believe you. Luckily, Enigma's got your back, and he just sort of like gets within close range and says, I'll tell you how I know we weren't there on the day of Promise. He sits crisscross applesauce and is floating quite gently. That day, we were at a unspecified facility, he says, pointing up a finger.
Ah.
And we were not... He looks visibly nervous, but he just continues. Even though it seems very hard, we were filling out the formal forms so we could have a child. We were finishing the paperwork with a facility, and we were not on the scene, but we know nothing of the scene, and I don't know how else to prove that to you other than beating the ever-loving shit out of you. He says, standing up again. Whoa. Golden Light just like sort of like shoves you behind her and is just like, No.
I was adopted from a facility.
You weren't adopted. And Nico says, just quiet enough that you could hear it.
I was cloned? Something. Okay, you know what? I just need this to stop. Can I do something stupid?
You can always do something stupid. This is Brightside. You don't have to ask.
I mean, both of them can fly. And Golden Light's there, and we're on a porch. And they both want to save me. So maybe they would put aside their differences if they save me.
Oh my god!
If I literally just jump off the damn porch.
If you do that, you're gonna mark a condition. For like quite literal suicide.
I will take a powerful blow when I land on the pavement. It's fine.
I would say let's
or hopeless maybe?
You feel so hopeless you want to jump off a goddamn building.
The only way to bring them together is to endanger me.
As they seem to be like getting ready to like do another round of superhero bullshit, you sort of like rip your arm out of her grip, and you, without like a second thought, just freaking run for the balcony, and you hear all three of them in unison just yell, Tobe! Like they're all freaking out.
You know what? We're going for this.
Oh my god! So yeah, you have a nice free fall for a couple seconds. The only two people that can fly are freaking flying very fast trying to get to you. But like I said, Golden Light is very, very fast. And yep, she's the one that snatches you. Yep. And she grabs you, and she's just like, we're out.
Oh, shit. Oh,
she takes you away. Yoink!
Oh,
that fired?
Yeah, just a bit. Enigma sort of slowly lands on the ground and looks up and sees, his son being carried away by a psychopath that looks like a light bulb.
My own son.
And he looks very upset. He's gonna mark a condition. Or 2, or 5. He is insecure because he wasn't fast enough. Enigma freaking lands. It's a very quiet as these two sort of stand there, realizing they've lost. Enigma actually takes off his mask and looks at Killswitch. In like the most horrified, like most fragile way, just I lost him. He slipped through my fingers. And I lost him. And Killswitch takes off his thingy and sort of puts his hand on his husband's shoulder and is just like, no, this is not your fault, this is nobody's fault. It's not over, we're gonna figure this out. We just can't panic. We just have to stay calm. It'll be okay.
So the illusion of Toby kind of just walks out into the porch real quick and like stares off in the direction that he was taken, which I'm like just gonna make that way.
Oh yeah, they both
And
turn
then
around
just
and they're
looks back.
like completely like freaked out. Like for a second they really believe it's you, and they both go, Toby! And they like look over, and then they realize it's not you.
He just kind of looks back at them like, I'm sorry.
Meanwhile, at Brightside
Damn
Inn,
it.
everything is fine!
Oh
Woohoo!
my god.
So, anyway,
Oh my god.
Toby's having a life-freaking changing moment, and his dads are in just complete despair. But you know what? It's okay, because it's another bright and beautiful day at Classroom F at Brightside Inn.
When is it ever a bright and beautiful day at Brightside?
Every day,
Yeah,
obviously!
The weekend.
You guys literally just got into class. Everybody looks pretty miserable, and like half the class is literally gone. Everybody decided to change up their seats today for whatever reason. The only person that actually seems to be happy is Lofi. It's Attorney, who is just like blissfully drawing in a little journal, kicking his feet adorably. And Miss Hoshia is just going on and on and on about ethics and morals, and eventually her lecture ends. She passes out worksheets in like the most annoying teacher way. You know how like where they give one person the whole stack and then you have to take one and then hand the stack to the next person? Yeah, she
Yep.
does that because she's
I
that
know
kind of
that.
teacher. But she gives the papers all to Mothboy, and he's just like, thank you, and it puts them all on his desk and crosses his hands like a good student. And then she's just like, without saying anything, picks up the whole stack and leaves one, and then shows the example, gives one to Mushio, who doesn't respond, and then she's just like, okay, and she just gives one to everybody. At this point, she realizes they're not participating. It's alright, worksheets, are due before lunch, so I expect them to be done promptly, and if not, you fail, that's all. And then she sits at her desk. Don't worry, no one's being kidnapped in the
Alright,
background.
So like the first thing that I pretty much do is I do take a look at Mushio, because considering the fact that he is the main reason why everybody hates Newbie right now. Like he's trying to keep an eye on him, but he does notice that like something is up with Mushio. But of course, knowing the situation right now, he doesn't really want to go up to him to ask what is wrong, because he might actually like start something that he doesn't want to.
Sam, like, clearly, like, you went in and saw, like, that, like, Musio was kind of sad, and then, like, sat down beside Miranda, and I guess he's gonna, like, try and, like, convince Miranda to go over with him to Musio. And hopefully, in the back of Sam's mind, he's like, okay, well, if I bring Miranda over, I'm hopefully safe, and then maybe we can, like, see what's wrong with Musio. If it's something to do with Newbie, maybe we can rope them in and get them to get along. And play like
Okay. Miranda's
That's
so
gonna be
in
fun.
for that. She's so in for that. Let's do this. I've been meaning to talk to Newbie anyways.
Good, good. Okay, so we're gonna go over there. We're gonna try and see what's up with Musio, and I suspect it's something to do with Newbie too. So maybe we'll have to get them all involved and play
Yes.
therapist.
You guys totally menacingly walk up behind them at the exact same time. And Miranda, as actually clumsy as hell as she is, goes to like lean on the desk like the cool kid and just be like, hey Newbie, but like her super strength, she doesn't have that great of a grip, so the whole desk is just sort of like work, and it's just like up, half of it's up in the air, and she's just like, hi Newbie, I'm not distracting you, she says. So you have a lot of cool technology. I
Newbie is just
also have cool technology. Do you want to do robotics sometime?
sure. I'd like to take a look at some of your tech.
It's mostly like competitive robots, honestly. Like, have you ever been in bot fights before?
Oh yeah, plenty of times.
Yeah, I like to
actually
do that.
have a little bit of a stereotype myself.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome!
Well, we can probably meet up a little bit later to check it out.
I would really like that. I'm like kind of a dork, and I've been sitting in the back, and I've noticed that you're making really cool stuff, and like I wanted to like, you know, talk about it, but I was like, I don't know how without being awkward, because I'm just awkward. Sorry, I talk a lot. She's like nervously making hand gestures, and it's just like she finally lets go of the desk, and it just sort of bonks back onto the ground as she's like going about. She's kind of a disaster.
No, it's cool. It's cool. Well, if anything, I can just pretty much share some of my information of what things that I've been working on lately and some old stuff that has been using as well.
Really? Oh, that'd be so cool! Oh my god. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm gonna calm down now. She sits at this desk.
Like Sam walks over, he's just like, "Hi, Mr. Are you okay? You look kind of down.
Oh, hello, Sam.
Anything I can do to help?
I don't believe so.
What happened?"
What? Nothing. He seems distant. You wanna do a thing? You wanna roll something? Because you can pierce the mask.
Pierce the mask is what I
Destroy the
said.
mask.
Yeah, pierce the mask.
Fuck!
God damn it! Mistio, like, without looking at you, he just sort of says, I appreciate your concern, but I realize there is not much I can do to return your kindness. I am not worthy of your friendship, nor any others. You do not have to speak to me out of pity.
What I want to do is I want to be like, no, that's you're awesome, you're amazing, and I want to do like a comfort or support thing.
That's also mundane, I mean, are you sure?
Right, it is.
You can roll plus freak to see if Scout will be there, because sometimes Scout is just there and you don't have to summon him, but
Yeah.
right now he's not here.
Ah.
Hey! Great.
Here to stay.
Now if you want to roll comfort or support.
I will do that.
Yay!
No!
Saved Mustio! Great.
Saved Mushio!
Barely. I know what it's like to feel that way. Not an easy thing to live with. But coming from me, I want you to know I think you have such a high level of like potential and value. Come from someone who kind of knows maybe they don't have the best value to society. The benefit of having you here is that you can teach everyone so much and you're always willing to learn. And if no one else tells you this, if no one else mentions this to you, I hope you can find comfort in knowing that to me, you matter. And I really respect you as a person, a hero, and as a friend.
He brightens
that
up immediately. Yeah, he's no longer afraid. He looks at you and like you can see the like slits of his eyes just like scanning across you. You believe I am worth that much? Because that is how much I feel you are worth. Which is
High
why
five.
I am working so hard to make this time different. I hope you will
I
understand.
understand. I do.
If you could, sometime, if you are free, I would love to tell you, or at least someone, about my time. I am remembering more, and it's becoming difficult to bear. Sometimes I get confused what is my time and what is not.
Totally understandable. And if you ever, at any point, after school, I don't usually have much going on. You can show up at my warehouse. You know where it is. There's cats. And if you ever do need help, no, it's kind of a touchy subject, but if you ever do need help sort of parsing through or, you know, sorting through bad memories, I can maybe try and help with that, you know, and try and do what I can. I'm here for you.
I believe your ability will be most helpful, and I appreciate the time
Thank you.
and the concern.
Offers for like a high five.
He knows
High
that one.
five?
Yeah, he knows that one. He gives you a high five. Scout's the whole time just been like purring and like rubbing up against Michio's legs, even though like Michio has no idea that's happening.
No, and then looks like between like Mistio and Newbie.
Yeah, meanwhile
No.
Miranda the whole time has just been blabbering on about like the most simple robot. Newbie, you're probably just sitting there like, I did that when I was like 2 years old. Like, and you're just trying to just be like, oh, I know, yeah, it's really tough. Like, you're just sitting here realizing like, this girl is playing with, like, essentially Legos with batteries, and you're like,
Yes, I appreciate your love of robotics.
Yes! I made this one. It's, like, kind of wood and steel. It's a little messy. The steel part got a little crazy. I'm really good with steel, but, like, I sometimes, you know, my super strength isn't my friend. And so, yeah, I, like, made this robot that was like a ramp and I could flip other robots with it, but it was very clanky and messed up and it ended up going crazy and it just like all it does is like bang up and down now and I might have accidentally invented like the perfect kick drum thing, but not what I wanted it to do.
We have to find good use of our contraptions somehow if they don't work exactly how we expected.
Wow, that's actually like a really good point. Like it still is worth something, huh?
Yeah, very much so. Newbie is trying his hardest not to really go in because he knows his reputation right now.
Yeah, and Miranda's pressing. Miranda's pressing. She's just like, so like, have you ever messed up something? I mean, you're like a super genius, but like, even you guys make mistakes, right?
Yeah, I had a couple of mistakes in the past, but it's not some that I'd rather not talk about at the moment.
Oh, okay, I gotcha, but I'm not that smart, so it's kind of nice to hear that, like, hey, even smart people kind of mess up sometimes too.
Well,
I mess up a lot.
we all start somewhere, right?
Yeah, she's like very warm about this. She's just so pleased. She has no idea that you're miserable.
Hey, Muschio. I do have to bring up a question to you, because you mentioned that you did want to try and change things and prevent things. Do you think, because we talked about, and then like whispers like to like Muschio about Newbie at a time before, do you think that there's a possibility that like he can change and that you two could maybe get along?
It is hard sometimes to tell what is now and what was then. And there are some times, I will admit, where he is the same. It is hard. It will be hard, but I do believe you are right. I have already changed a lot.
Maybe we can change him together.
He blinks, he like sits up a little bit, like that would be wonderful.
Turns to Newbie. Hey!
Michelle looks so panicked! He looks so panicked! It's just like, ah! Like, he didn't know you meant like right now.
Did you want to like at some point, like maybe at lunch or something, like sit down with me and Mistio and we can all have like a chat? Because I kind of feel like there's just tension between you guys, and I'm hoping that we can resolve it, because I think you two could be really good friends if you really tried. You have a lot in common.
Newbie looks a little bit stunned about this, considering the energy that he feels that he has gotten from Lucio, especially these past few days, and looks right over to Miranda, a little bit worried.
Miranda can be there too, he says, as he sees you look over to Miranda.
Miranda's just like, gives a thumbs up to Sam, clearly giving a thumbs up to Sam.
Okay, sure, we can totally do that.
Awesome! Thank you so much.
Michio doesn't say anything, it's just sitting there with like his hands crossed at his desk staring forward, just like, if you could see under his mask, you could tell he's probably just biting his lip.
Sam turns around, like, see, that wasn't so bad or so hard.
Yep. And Newbie just smiles nervously.
While all that's happening, Miss Hoshia actually comes over and like opens the blinds. Sun's out now, everything's hunky-dory, as far as you guys know. And he sort of gives out a sigh, looks at her clipboard, flips through some papers, and then like looks over at you, Amari, and she's just like, can I ask for your honest opinion on something?
Oh? They look up from their homework, which they were struggling to focus on, and, look at Hoshia. Yeah?
You think I'm a good teacher?
Amario's like, goes like and then like has to like think about it, like really think about it. I think that you're not a good teacher for what you're trying to do here. if you were teaching literally any other kids in the world, I think you'd be fine. But you're here, and I think that, honestly, you're kind of dragging down the students here with you, with your goal. You want to make a mark on Halcyon City. That's what you said when you first got here, and you were so excited to teach a bunch of villain kids who honestly couldn't care less about you or whatever goal you were trying to do. But the thing is, to teach people like us, to teach kids like us, you have to be willing to learn. You have to know what we've been through to teach how to get past it. I don't know where you've been, I don't know what your life's been like, and I can't say anything, but from what I've gathered, I could say it's been going pretty well for you until all these horrible villain kids turned your life upside down by wreaking havoc, by vandalizing, by causing fights. But that's something where I think that we need somebody else to help with. I don't know, Miss Hoshia. You think maybe you deserve better than us, but maybe we also deserve better than you.
Oh, this hurts my soul.
So she's dead. No, she definitely marked a condition. You could tell the whole time she's definitely gotten more and more somber, and she like looks like she can't really say much, but she just sort of says, "I agree, thank you," and then she just goes back to her desk.
Amari looks so painfully guilty.
Hey, guess what?
Appreciating
You
what
can
I have
clear
with me.
angry. You hurt someone.
Oh, fun. Thank you. I'm never clearing guilty ever again.
Meanwhile,
They couldn't focus on their work. They're not having a great time. They're feeling oddly a little bit better telling Hoshia how bad she's doing. But they were actually going to talk to someone they didn't expect to need to talk to. They're going to talk to Lucid.
Yes! You see Lucid leaning back in their chair. Oh my god. They are pointing their finger and squinting one eye as if they're like aiming at Mushio's back of Mushio's head. And you walk over right when they're doing that and they just sort of look over and they're like, "Sup, Rainbow Kid?"
Sup, Dream Kid? I wanted to ask you a question about something that happened. They're like kind of waving their hand like, I don't know. One thing, I noticed Tobe wasn't here today, and well, Sam's here. I kind of heard something the other day that involved you apparently, and it involved a warehouse.
Yeah. Yeah. It's gonna take a lot to make me come clean, so I get to talking. They cross their arms and look very snobby.
My two friends look beat up about it, so that's why I'm asking. What do you need me to do for you to come clean?
Hear me out. I've been sitting behind this kid for weeks. I don't know what he looks like. That drives me nuts. My power's kind of useless today. But Lucid has the most devilish
like leaning in
look.
and like playing along with this, like they're in some kind of fucking dumbass spy movie or some shit, whispering to each other. Go on.
And, like, that kid's really messed up. So, like, I was gonna test out my power on him, but I don't think it'll work because he has that stupid mask on. So, can I test out my power on you? I just want to see how strong it is, because I don't know how strong it is.
Yeah, sure.
So Lucid, like, leans back in their chair. It's, like, on two legs at this point. They have their feet on the desk. And they sort of, like, take their finger, aim it at your forehead, and just go, bing! There's, like, this little twinkle. And everything goes white for a second, and then, can't seem to remember what happened at the pier. You can clear guilty. You have absolutely no idea. You walked Luffy home.
Okay.
Did it work?
Whoa.
Are you like a zombie now? Like, tell me your name. They grab your face.
My name is Amari. Hello.
Okay, well, you're not like completely gone, so that's good. They sit back down. Well,
like a...
hopefully I didn't like erase your 5th Christmas or something.
They're like clutching their head in their hands. They're like, ah. I hate That was part of the deal.
Yeah,
Please tell me what happened.
So, me, Sylvia, Toby, and like Connor? I don't know how Connor got roped into this. We were gonna go investigate this weird warehouse because we heard it was haunted, and I love haunted shit. So we went there, but it was all blocked off, and we couldn't find a way inside. Sylvia went through some portals, disappeared, la la la. Connor gave me drugs, and then I got a new power, and then, oh yeah, I stole Toby's body and did a bunch of crimes in his hero name. That was fun. But then when I came back, they sort of like stiffen a little. You could tell that like they joke a lot, but like at this point they're like, eh. Yeah, they like something happened and Toby hurt Day or something hurt Day.
Toby hurt.
Yeah, I've been kind of pissed, honestly. I'm supposed to fight him and he didn't show up, of course. Fucking sissy! Says that as if Toby was supposed to be sitting right here. Just sort of like pouting in their seat. Like, literally nobody gets away with hurting Day. Like, nobody! This kid's gonna get his ass kicked whenever he decides to show up. Yeah, that's what happened. Or at least that's what happened to me.
Alright, well, thank you for the explanation, Lucid. You have a good day. And they're gonna ponder on that for a little while now, because what the fuck? Man, they can't get any answers ever. It's fine. Wave hi to Lofi and then go back to
Lofi
sleep
waves
to get
with the
rest.
comfort crab claw.
Yay.
Either you're gonna let me go, or this guy gets it. I owe it to Halcyon to find out how and why our greatest hero has fallen, even if that makes me the villain.
You must be Mr. and Mr. Ricardo.